Everyone, welcome to the semifinal showcase for 4-Digit Mania. I'm Lethal. I'll actually be solo commentating this time around, but yeah, should be hopefully just as good. You know, the main point of a showcase is to show you the charts anyways, so it will do that. But yes, we'll be getting started. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready anytime if everyone else is, so yeah, not much introduction here. And yeah, we'll get right into the first chart, sure. This will be Rice 1, our stamina pick. This is Euphoria, charted by Joer1. I think that's how you pronounce that, or Joer. Endless Elation difficulty, and this chart is honestly just kind of a gauntlet. There's lots to get into here. There's a bit of a long intro, if I recall correctly, but yeah, this will pretty much throw everything at you. Also, yes, hello everybody. Hi. I hope you're all doing well. Well, I guess I should point out this is, you know, the HP is not really something to worry about, but this is ODA, so, you know, pretty much in the middle ground, I'd say, in terms of OD. So nothing to worry about in terms of that, but, you know, it's still easy in some of these parts to drop a couple of 200s, and, you know, if you run out of stamina, obviously, it could be a big problem. And there's a bit of a skip here at the intro, but it's not too long, thankfully. And yeah, like I said, bit of a lengthy intro on this one. Just some single notes here, or well, you know, jumps, but single jumps. Still not much to say, but we have a jump drill here, and then yeah, now we'll get into the main part of the song here with some pretty general jump streams. Nothing really to watch out for here, I'd say. It's still, like, I don't know, I guess kind of a build-up. These LNs are the main thing to watch out for in this section. Those can trip you up while doing those jump stream patterns. It can be a bit tricky. And yeah, I guess that's a fair assumption to say that it feels like a XQCL by Whitey, I believe, charted that, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess you could attribute, like, a lot of these patterns are pretty similar at the moment, for sure. And then, yeah, getting into the main section, we'll just basically throw in a couple more LNs and some hands here. But, you know, it's not going to stay this way forever, but still, I'd say, you know, anybody in practicing the semifinals pool, this isn't really that much to watch out for, in my opinion. Nothing here is super challenging, as long as you can just keep your stamina up. You know, stamina has two parts. It's like you have your physical stamina, which I'd say, again, for just players at this level, probably not going to be an issue on the physical stamina side right now, but the mental stamina, keeping up your reading and stuff, definitely could present some issues for a couple of players, but I guess we'll just have to see next weekend. Yeah, and it'll just keep going here pretty much relentlessly. I don't know. Yeah, it'll stop. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think the stop's coming up soon, but it's right here, and I believe we're getting into a jack section here, which also can test a lot of players' stamina. Definitely, nothing super dense at all, but you know, jump jacks are kind of in their own lane compared to chord jacks and stuff. And I think that paying attention to some more, I guess, less dense but more technical jacks could definitely provide some issues. Yeah, and Lurk actually breaking there. Basically, I don't know if that's proving my point, but, you know, definitely not easy to keep up with. Yeah, and then coming out of the jack section here, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people could probably expect a lot of the rest of this is going to be jump stream, and with, you know, just some hands and stuff. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with this song due to its significant popularity in the Ostandard scene, but you know, because of that, it has influence on the other game modes as well. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with this song. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, in this end section here with some of these one-hand trills and split trill patterns, actually I think these are maybe the hardest part of the chart for me. I can't speak for anyone, but I think it's quite easy, especially after playing for so long, to trip up your reading, especially in this section. But yeah, just some more split trills. There's not really that much more to say about this. Actually, well, okay, I guess there is. These LNs, actually, you really better watch out for. Those could trip people up for sure. I wouldn't be surprised. The LN transitions in and out of the split trills are definitely no joke, but yeah, that'll be that pick, pretty much. Our stamina pick, and I think I've pretty much discussed this chart to like as in-depth as I reasonably can. So I'm good to just get into the next one whenever. Yeah, I definitely think it's fair to say that last part is hellish if you're out of stamina. And we'll just get right into our next pick here. This is Hank Made Me Vomit. Good riddance, Undying, Poop Lord. I just won't. I won't. It doesn't matter. Brains Too Diff. This is charted by Phil. It's a Renard song. And this is actually our dense stream pick, so we'll see some more jump stream here. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I've seen a Phil chart in a tournament. You know, I still see Phil kicking around some places, but it's nice to see. Big fan. Oh, almost there. Oh, gotta love the client. Yeah, honestly, this whole first part is kind of like tricky, I'd say. Not right here, I guess, but it's tricky to keep your act up in the first little bit of this because it keeps speeding up, and you know, Just have to keep track of it. Hey, this is a Rice 3 pick. It'll be done streams after this intro bit. Yeah, and then right into it here. This is the general portion of the chart. Gonna be seeing some, I'd say, you know, not super complicated jump stream patterns, but those hands are the main thing. I'd say you gotta watch out for the hands are kind of placed in between points of density, and it can be pretty tricky to keep up with. Yeah, and this break section too, I gotta say, I can't speak for anyone else again, but I think the break sections are just as tricky to keep up with as the dense stream sections. You know, I get, like, as someone who can keep up with these stream patterns pretty reasonably, it's like, you know, getting into a groove with the actual streams is about as easy as it is for me to focus on hacking the other parts personally. Yeah, and we'll have another break part here. Just kind of transitions in and out of the streams. But I believe the second half is a little more stream heavy, if I recall correctly. And I actually think these stream patterns are a lot trickier than the other ones in the file so far. Like in terms of actual just like jump stream. A lot of the anchors and one-hand trills are definitely not easy to keep up with. It's time to duel. Yeah, and we do have a bit of a jack section here, but it'll switch into some pretty interesting dump streams there. And that's definitely a bit of a troll jump trill there, the changing BPM. Yeah, and then just some more streams to close it out. A lot like the first streaming section with some more hands. Those little break sections are actually like troll, I gotta say. Those will be interesting to see in a match, I think. But yeah, that'll be Rice 3 and our second chart of the pool so far. And from here, we'll be going into Rice 5, I believe. Let me double check this. Yes, this is our tech pick, or one of our tech picks, one of two. Whenever it pops up. Yeah, it'll be Swamp Thing by Shoegazer. I believe this is... Is this just 1.0? I think it is. Or 1.1? Yeah, it appears it would be 1.1. And, yeah, we'll just have to get into this to show you this chart, but it kind of speaks for itself. A lot of the tech patterns in here are definitely very tricky, and I think this will be one of the most interesting picks in the pool, personally. Like, I'd be excited to see this get picked in a match. But anyways, yeah, well, oh, Ting's scroll speed is quite low there. But, wow, geez, I don't know how he's able to play like that. Maybe he has a lane cover on. But yeah, a lot of these, in the intro here, there are a lot of little flam patterns in and out of some jumps and stuff. I think these are like a staple throughout the chart, and they're definitely not easy to keep up with. Yeah, and in the build up here we have that little sort of, I don't know how to describe that stream. It's just like a single stream, but it's the patterns kind of remind me of like index patterns, like from you know, Stepmania or Eterna. But into the actual main chorus, quote unquote chorus bit, you have a lot more of these little flams and bursts just into those hands there, which keeping up with the bursts and going straight into the hands like that, and you know, a lot of those hands create some pretty uncomfortable 1 and 2 hand trills to keep up with. So, you know, just keep an eye out for those. You get a very short break section here, but it goes right back in with these patterns right here, and actually it's just to build up right into another chorus bit, which I believe is slightly different than the first one, but yeah, you'll see some more jacks in here, but I'd say the main focus point in this section outside of the jacks is just, you know, again, those transitions in and out of the hands. Sometimes they'll be like leading into a hand, like you'll have, you know, 2 notes, like a 2-hand trill into a hand, or you'll have the transition out of the hand, like it'll be a hand and then 2 notes. And you really got to keep your reading up to make sure you don't, you know, it's so easy to break on these patterns if you're not paying attention. And then the end section, also no joke. These bursts actually very tricky, I think, kind of going in and out, like the 2 1 3 4, like you're doing a bit of an uncomfortable hand motion on those. So I wouldn't say it's a choke point, but definitely, I don't know, could be tricky. Every part of this could, you know, it just comes down to the player in a lot of cases. But I think this is a great chart. I'm excited to see it in the pool, so we'll see how the players do on it. But anyways, we'll be getting into the next pick here, which I believe is our Rice Hybrid. Yes, and we're full shoegazer simming. We got 2 April charts in a row, baby. And this is Empire of Flame by Camellia. It's a Camellia song too. Oh my god. But yeah, Empire of Flame long version. It'll be the gravity diff, and we had to get some slight edits for this. We just kind of patched a couple of things up and sent them along, and she was more than happy to upload them for us, so thank you. But yeah, this chart is really cool, and honestly, I had nothing to say about it when we were actually pooling. Oh, by the way, you can get started anyway, anytime, Mestro, but when we were actually in the pooler sheet and stuff, when we were looking around at this, I pretty much saw this and was just like, well, okay. Yeah, I give this a pretty easy yes personally, but, you know, there are a couple of things that we could maybe like switch up a little bit just for the sake of the tournament, and then it was just like, oh, okay, we already have the edits. I mean, so that's cool. Well, it looks like the client will have a bit of a moment here, but yeah, very happy to have this in our catalog here. But yeah, just in the intro here, a lot of this is pretty rice focused, as it is the Rice Hybrid, but in the intro you're gonna have a lot of these sort of rice patterns, sort of 2-hand trills, and a lot of these patterns play kind of like jump trills, but you gotta focus on them while playing LNs as well. I don't think anyone will struggle out of this intro section, obviously, but actually I think, you know, that denser bit there, some of these actually denser patterns could trip up some people. I didn't even really consider it. But nothing super serious at the moment, like nothing super major, I guess. Yeah, and then into this section of the song, just gonna have some... I don't even know how to describe it. None of those patterns are like super, I guess, like a descriptive. But anyways, have some more of these, some more LNs, and jump trilly kind of, either one-hand trilly or jump trilly. It's gonna be one of the two usually, while holding those LNs into some more denser jump stream patterns. Lots of trills. I was dropping 200s on those in testing all the time. I mean, I suck at releases, but on those hands there, definitely very tricky. And actually, you also saw a pretty tricky two-hand trill in that jump stream there as well. A lot of these trills actually very difficult. And then, yeah, right here, keeping up with these, even Andre breaking in this section, keeping up with those denser jump streams in between those LNs is probably the hardest part of the file for me. Yeah, and then you have that break section into some more of these. And then this end section is a bit of a solo, I guess, with some extra LNs added, considering a lot of this has been really pretty Rice focused, but you know, a lot of the LN patterns in this end section are pretty tricky as well. I think the LNs are not the defining moments of the other parts, but a lot of the LNs in this section are, and then yeah, you have that, which I don't even need to describe that. Definitely, I think that will be a huge choke point in matches. Either that or, I mean, some people are really strong on patterns like that, so you could see some people acting really strongly on those. And then one final jump stream to close it out, and that will be Empire of Flame, which I think is a great chart. Like I already said, but thrilled to have this in the pool. But yeah, anyways, yeah, you need to hold and then let go of the LNs. And that's good advice. That's pretty good advice. But yeah, we'll be getting right into the next one, which is our first LN pick, actually. And this will be One's Glow by Davi. This is our release pick for semis, and it is OD 7.5. And right off the bat, I gotta say, great song choice. You know, I'm a big fan of this song, and while I didn't test this one as much as I tested the rest of the pool, I'd say I played through this one I think twice, but from what I remember, I had a lot of fun with it. But the length is pretty crushing, actually, I think, in a pool like this. So I think that will be an interesting dynamic in matches to see if the length plays a part for anyone. Yeah, and right off the bat, a lot of these sort of, I don't even know how to describe these guitar riffs, but very difficult to time. A lot of these, even just tapping the notes properly is difficult, but definitely these releases, they're like literally right after letting go of other ones. You have to keep such good track of these releases, and I think it's going to throw a lot of players off. I think, you know, only the really experienced LN players are going to be seeing like really strong scores on this. Definitely. I think this chart in match will be expressive of players' LN skill, more so maybe than other LN files would be. You have this little drum roll here. These patterns are fun. No LN here, actually, but, you know, It's a bit of a break section anyways. Once the guitar riffs pick back up, you'll see a lot more. So no worries. Actually, if I recall correctly, I'm not sure if this chart is ranked. I think it is. But if not, forgive me, but definitely if it is, good quality pick, in my opinion. I think this is a very, I don't know the word even. It's like well pronounced, I guess. Like it's in its own lane, I guess. It's I mean, unique. Yeah, it's unique, but it's good. But coming out of the break section, we'll get some more guitar riffs here and some more interesting LN patterns. Actually, the rice patterns in between the LN are definitely very tricky. Like you had a little burst there at the beginning. Actually, I believe Andre's still on an FC here, and that's some really strong accuracy either way. But this section here is a little more, you know, you got some LN and some rice. It's a bit calmer than the other hectic sections, I guess, but definitely still got to keep your reading up for sure. It's not as release heavy here, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But the rice patterns, I think, are what you should be looking out for here. The LN's not so much. But yeah, I think that the releases are definitely the defining feature of this chart, for sure. And I'm really happy to have this in the pool. If, like, for no other reason other than the song choice, it's like, I don't know, it's really, like, great to hear such, like, I don't know, you don't hear charts like this. Like, you don't hear songs like this in charts, I guess. And it's nice to have that variety. I think having song variety in a pool is important to keeping players interested. And it's good that we're able to do that a little bit here. Well, at least I'm hoping, I think. But yeah, this end section, focusing release and density a little bit, but either way, you know, definitely a lot slower than the other parts, but not too understated at all. Still very tricky outro here. Got to keep your reading up. Yeah, and I mean, not much else to say. Again, it seems like, I don't know. I just seem to be able to cover things, I guess, while the chart is going. Like, I don't know. I can have like one thought flow through a chart and just kind of get all of my thoughts out while the chart is going. So forgive me if I'm quiet during these sort of break sections in between picking in the lobby. Yeah, and right into the next pick here, we'll have Lacrima? I don't know. Lacrima of the Wasteland by DJ Noriken, charted by Kega, future diff. This is OD 7.5, and I don't know. Did I say it was the LN wild card? I forget. This is our LN wild card. And this was actually a reject. Well, not. I wouldn't say it was a reject really, but we were gonna use this in SOL too. But it was basically the deciding factor was this chart was good, and the other chart was really good. We thought so. We didn't use this one. But thankfully, it gets to see use here, as it is a quality chart. I mean, yeah, it was technically a reject from SOL too, but I don't know. I don't think any of us rejected it. I mean, a couple of the other poolers are in chat. You can feel free to verify this or not, whatever. But I think we were all pretty cool with this pick, if I recall correctly, but something else, I don't recall what exactly, but something else just popped up that I think fit the bill better. This is actually LN3. Well, I don't know. It's an LN pick. It doesn't really matter what the number is, but this is LN3, and the LN2 pick will actually show up later. But yeah, getting into the intro here, I'll speak about the chart when it syncs up. Yeah, the client is so funny. But yeah, right out of the intro there, those rolls are really tricky. And in the intro, you have some pretty general. It's just rice, but then it leads right into the LN right here. And you have some LN timing here. And yeah, like I said, this is our wild card pick. You know, it just kind of is like whatever. It's an LN pick that doesn't necessarily fit underneath the categorization of release or density, but you know, it's a good quality pick, and if we're having a third LN pick in the pool anyways, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't, you know, just have a more unique pick like this one. And like I said, I think this chart is strong, so excited to see it here. And yeah, out of the first half here already, this is a bit of a shorter pick, but the second half is a lot more hectic than the first. Oh yeah, and then yeah, right here, like I said, gets a lot more hectic in terms of LN at least. These timings are so tricky to keep up with. It's just kind of like some jump stream, like LN jump stream. It's not like inverse or anything, but you know, it's still very tricky to keep up with. The releases are, in particular, quite hard, I think, in these sections. Yeah, actually, seeing some struggles from multiple players here, I think it goes to show you this is maybe a pick to watch out for. I definitely think it's quite tricky. You know, I mean, we were going to use it in an SOL pool. Like, I believe we're going to use it in round of 16. So, yeah.
Surprise? Hello there.
Oh, hello, Halo. Welcome.
Oh, hello. Thank you. I'll be co-commentating with Lethal from now on. So thank you for welcoming me. People did some actually sick scores on that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a very interesting one though.
Ooh, and yeah, here you go, Halo. Here's your SD pick.
No! Why do you guys gotta do this to me?
This is our SV1. This is Akira Complex's Rift.exe, charted by Boss Madwolf, Black Hole Diff.
I remember that from somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know if this wasn't a tournament or if I just found out and tried to practice it and just...
Yeah, this was used in Speed of Light 1, actually.
Oh, that's why I remember it. I also remember hating this map.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm biased towards this chart because, I mean, I don't know. I can't even help it. Like, I gave this file a yes. This is one of my favorite SV files to play, straight up. I can't even, like, you know.
It is cool. It's very cool. And the song's also a banger, but like, I don't know. Something about having to play this with nerves for a tournament point is like...
Oh yeah, sounds like it'd be a lot harder. There's a lot of control focus in this chart, I think, with... these releases are no joke, like, straight up.
Oh yeah, they are not. This map pool is actually like 0 punches. Because not only you have to keep managing all of these releases that you have no visual feedback for, but the memo itself is not easy. It's just not.
I mean, I don't know. Is there... I think there's like a couple points where you have to remember things, but I didn't have to really memorize anything for this one personally. I mean, we picked it as reading.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'd imagine like data loss was like also reading, but still, I think we did got to the point already where even if a map is reading, memorizing stuff helps way too much.
Oh
for it to
yeah,
be
no,
considered as, like,
totally.
pure reading.
Yeah, and actually, I didn't think about this either, but it's kind of funny. I wonder how Andre's feeling right now because I know for a fact that Andre played this in Speed of Light 1 as well.
Oh yeah.
He's probably just, yeah,
watched
maybe
it.
having a couple of flashbacks.
Definitely. I would. I know I had flashbacks of like trying to practice when acting as a wave and just going, what the hell is this map?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
chart is definitely
here's
no
a
joke
repeat.
as well.
So like, I think the second part is like basically equal to the first. Am I right?
It's equal to the first in, like, it's just the chorus again, but there's another, like, sort of interlude after the chorus added onwards that,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
yeah, it's
fair.
a little extra on the end there,
true.
but
But
other than that, it's just that in the outro.
there's enough similarities that like if you're good at like recycling your memorizations, you're gonna this gonna be significantly easier to memorize than the time tags suggest, like 3 minutes. That's not something you think like wouldn't be that much mentally taxing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that this part is definitely hard too. Like this is like the choke point of the chart in match, maybe I would say, just because.
Oh my god! Oh yeah,
It is that
thing
new
is.
part.
Oh, and these shields are brutal. Why? Why is there that wave release? Like, who put it there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
Like-
Boss Mad Wolf put it there. I can actually answer
Oh.
that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is true. But hey, this looks cool.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how players will do on this.
I'm not gonna say this is fun because I'm not a masochist, but it looks cool.
You know, we almost got base again.
Oh yeah. So okay. So what's gonna be the next map?
Our next one will be Rice 2, which is our speed stream pick.
Oh, okay. Last time was 250 BPM.
Moving on to the
No!
stream.
This
Danny,
1.02?
we had to. We had to. It doesn't scale properly if we don't do that.
That is how much of a rate is that? Is it like two? Is that like that's a fifth of a rate, right?
It's 1/5 of a rate. It's so okay.
Oh my god.
We needed the BPM and we needed 260. That was the deal. So we just whatever the rate was, we were fine with it.
260. Why didn't you
I
use
have to go answer the phone. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Why didn't you? Oh my god. Okay, so like, okay, so meanwhile, we had like, the limit does not exist. We had a few 260 stuff, but I'm okay. We're continuing the tradition set by 4-digit Mania World Cup 2 of having extremely scuffed rates for stuff. There was that quarter-rated handstring map, which was pretty funny.
I'm back now. Hi, sorry.
Oh yeah. Overall, I don't think this is. Overall, I don't think that 260 is cool. It definitely is the magic number, and especially considering that the amount of streams patterns are significantly more difficult than disconnected, in my opinion. I do think that 260 is not suggestive of the map's full difficulty. This is hard.
Oh yeah. A lot of these patterns are definitely very like there's a lot of 2 and 1 hand trills in the streams, which I think a lot of streams kind of fall back on using a lot of rolls and more like easy transitions, but this chart pulls absolutely no punches and it throws 2 and 1 hand trills all over the place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like as you say, the big point about this is how like it's how much it emphasizes these one-hand triplets and hidden mini jacks throughout the song. It's a very, very rough patterning that Map brings to the table.
Yeah, definitely. And these those little LNs in the break section there, just I don't know, they're kind of funny to me. It's funny to me how I mess up on them. I can just manage to.
Hey, don't
Makes
worry.
no
this
sense.
This map is hard as hell. Don't say that.
Yeah, and I gotta say, actually, throwing the jumps in between these streams here is no joke either. Having like the 2-3 jumps in particular are so hard to transition out of.
That is true. That is true. Like,
but yeah, it's a pretty short pick, and it's over. So you can tell.
yeah, just like that is done. And honestly, I think like from just seeing it, I would say that 102 rate is like laser precise. I think this is well balanced.
I mean, yeah, it's not, again, it's not about the rate. It doesn't, the rate doesn't matter to us. It's just we wanted the BPM, and it happened to work perfectly.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah, like
I respect that. Just,
yeah, in the rate changer we use, we can just change the BPM instead, and it just gives us the rate. So it's
so the rate is like secretly like 1.02 something.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
And then we'll have our other tech pick here. It'll be Ripcord by the Flashbulb, charted by I Like XD.
This chart is safety as hell. Like,
yeah, I Like XD makes some very quality charts, and we've been seeing him a lot lately in the qualified and ranked section. Yeah,
because somehow, for some reason, I Like XD started uploading Chose Mania, and we are not ready for that. I doubt anyone was ready.
No, I was ready. I was very ready. I love it. I love his stuff.
Oh no, I wasn't ready, and I love it. And I'm loving it a lot. I've been really, really enjoying I Like XD's uploads.
But yeah, getting right into it. I mean, this is just like a classic Stepmania chart, honestly. Not much else to say about it. I think there are like a couple like literally super minor edits. I don't even know. I don't even think there are. But
are there edits?
I don't even think there really are. Like probably not even. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering. But this is like a classic Stepmania file from Nuclear Blast 2, I think, which was that's from a while ago. Dude, Nuclear Blast 2 is like 7 or 8 years old. Or something.
It's 8 years old. This chart is clean.
This chart is quite old. This chart is insane. How it literally does not like. You'd never know. You'd think this was charted yesterday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, actually, I made a mistake. Yeah, it's not the same chart. Lol.
Okay, fair.
Well, my bad.
Okay. So it's from 2016. Still fresh as hell considering it's 4 years old.
Yeah, whatever. All right, bonk me. I'm stupid. Yeah. But anyways, great chart regardless, and
yeah, and it has a lot of like really interesting patterns. It's very rolly, kind of difficult to act. A lot of emphasis on jacks, and this part, I believe it gets a lot of like split trilly bursts and like strange rolly patterns.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, one of the defining things in this chart for me is when I'm playing it, like the sort of like 1 4 2 3 split trills is it's represented in a lot of split trills that are actually in the chart, but it's also represented in a lot of the sort of stream bursts, and they're really tricky in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh no, that's actually true.
Yeah, this is.
Was there some spiky stuff in here? Oh yeah, there was.
Right there. A lot of these snappings are really just the main focus point.
The snappings are hard to catch. It's not easy to have like consistent ratio on this. I would still say it's a more accuracy focused pick, especially compared to in Torture, which might not be harder, but was like more aggressive, I believe. And this one is just more
Yeah.
a bit harder to like get your icon point. But hey, that's it for Ripcord. What will be our next map?
Our next one will actually be our Jack chart, so that'll be Rice 6.
Okay, okay, I'm interested in this one. Elise and Mystic Garden by... interesting.
Yeah.
134 BPM, okay.
Yeah, this chart is not super dense, but it definitely is quite tricky, and you know the speed for sure is maybe I guess a little higher than you'd think for the round, but
quite a step up from Siberia too, right?
Yeah. Although I think this chart fits this pool very well, and I think it's not super tricky. But yeah, this is charted by Monheim, and it is, you know, just the standard ODA HPA, the classic.
Get the business. Okay.
Oh, by the way, yeah, just sorry again for messing up. I really got those files mixed up.
No worries. If I am correct, this was the same stage that Login was on the previous year, right?
Yes. Oh my God.
And like with having the same BPM and all pretty much, because it's 134. I believe Login is 133 or 135.
Login is a funny chart. Also,
yeah, it's a funny chart.
Login is 140 on the dot.
Oh, okay, that's rough. So should set my expectations accordingly, I think.
But yeah, this is definitely, I'd say this is a step down from Login, especially considering the patterns in Login are like funny.
Yeah, the patterns in Login exist. I'm just gonna say that, and let's focus on this chart. Which is quite interesting. You mentioned it not being that dense, but it does still have a jump every chord. It still has a hand every chord, and it doesn't seem very relenting either.
Yeah, and I gotta say, one of the main things to watch out for in that first section is there were a couple of 12th patterns, 12th, like little 12th, I guess, sort of like trills in between the jacks, and then you have that little burst there. Those are like really gonna be the main thing to watch out for, I think, because a lot of these jacks are pretty general, and the jump jacks are definitely not easy to keep up with, but I think a lot of players will find those you know, pretty manageable.
I see. This does make sense. These are pretty okay. Another mini jackish section into a denser one.
Yeah, and then coming into the outro, it'll just be some more fun times. Yeah, nothing to watch out for there, but then you got one more little hurrah at the end.
Okay, so that is a really big step up from Siberia, because like Siberia was not that much faster for than Motorstorm. It was 110, and it focused more on the consistency aspect. But this one really just packing a much denser punch.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this one is gonna test I guess people's technicality a little more than a pick like Siberia. But anyways, we'll be getting into our second hybrid here, and you know this one.
Let's go!
This is Narashite by Penguinosity.
This chart is goated. This chart is absolutely goated. I really like it.
This is a big yes from me too. This is another SOL2 moment, but I gotta say, when we were pooling for this, we had a whole debacle because I was so sure that this worked perfectly. But we had a better pick.
Yeah, but we lobbied so hard for this. Penguin
Yeah.
was like, no, I don't think I want to pick this, and me and Lilo like, dude, put this in, let's put this in. We ended up not using it, but I'm happy to see it in a tournament because I think this chart is extremely enjoyable.
Yeah, and I think this works like really, really well in the semis LN hybrid category as well. I think I just think it's a really strong chart, and we'll just have to get into it here to see some more.
I see. Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah, and this is
just like broken streamish.
Oh, sorry, Halo. Just I was gonna say, full disclosure, this is my favorite song in the pool by like an entire league more than the second best.
That is fair. I also like this song.
I quite literally lose myself in this song while I'm playing. Like I love this song so much that while I'm playing and I'm listening to the song, it messes me up because I get lost in the music. And if this was picked in a tournament I was in, I would mess up because of it.
Cool. So yeah, this early part is like mostly mini jacks and schlongy chords. Sorry. These elements are the calm part, but like these patterns are kind of like messy to get properly.
Oh yeah. The short LNs are worth keeping an eye on, but I gotta say, not much here is gonna like really compare to some of the chorus sections in particular. This one not being so bad, but the second chorus is relentless, and the ending is very brutal.
This section doesn't even look like it's hard, but like it's so anchory in like very strange ways. It's this. It looks like it's just this like chord with a lead, but the anchors are like hidden, and they feel hidden. And then before you know it, you're having like trouble keeping up with that section. Yeah. Now we're gonna be going for the interlude.
Oh yeah, and dude, these LNs are actually no joke. Like I break on these LNs even in the interlude, but then yeah, right here.
You must give that ass there. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, this okay. Inverse. Let's go.
Yeah, and some of these I don't know. These patterns can even feel a little bit shieldy at points, like the transitions out of the LNs.
Both shieldy and reverse shieldy. The strings go into the sixth side, but they're
1/12. Yeah, they're 1/12. They're really tricky, actually.
And these more releasey sections just continue to attach it. Even after the song just like burn through like a lot of their stamina.
Yeah, this ending is really in my opinion, this is gonna be like a choke point, 100%. Like just the whole ending. It's just like you're pretty much like out of. At least for me, I was out of my reading by the end of this. It's like you're like a lot of people I think would be struggling to keep up by this point, and you're trying to still continue with these bursts.
And to be honest, from what I've already seen from the poll, I think this is in line. But this chart, I have so much difficulty thinking and explaining why it's difficult. It's just so difficult to put into words why it's hard. But it is grueling. So yeah.
The phone is ringing again. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, I'm gonna handle this. What's the next map?
The next phase is LN2.
LN2. Oh, okay. Oh my god. K-pop. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, BPM 74. That's pretty cool, to be fair. I think I looked through at least some Lovely End charts when I was pulling for Soul 2. I don't remember if I saw this map or not, but I did see some interesting charts, so I have expectations for this, I'd say. Let's see. Wonder if it's gonna be something real easy.
Oh god, I'm here. Hi, sorry.
Okay, category of the map.
Yeah, sorry. This is density.
Oh, density. I thought it was gonna be something real easy.
Yeah.
And stuff.
This is LN density. I'd say this isn't like, I don't know. This isn't anything super difficult in my opinion, but it really just depends on your skill set, I think, because a player like me who is not super practiced on like their LN, at least in terms of like releases and stuff, I struggle on this pick so much.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can see that. It's slow inverse. Holy. Okay, this is hard.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna step up a little more in the chorus, but I definitely, I don't know, I suck at this pick straight up. It's like, you're really gonna need, again, I think this is a pick that well defines, like, it'll well define who is strongest on LN in the match.
Oh, definitely. Also, the inverses are so rough, and when you go out of them, you go out of them on shields.
Yeah, there's some shields in here.
Shields, like, oh my god.
Yeah, and thanks to Lovely N, just for making this. Honestly, I think this, you know, this chart would never usually be like in my lane for something I'd enjoy, but I think this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, the patterning's that.
Oh yeah, that was a spicy pattern right there.
That was rolly, so it shouldn't be hard to catch, but like accuracy-wise, that hurt my soul. Oh my god.
Yeah, you get it twice.
I'm already getting opinions. I'm... Oh god.
Yeah, and then this is probably the trickiest part of the whole chart, in my opinion, or at least one of them. Jeez, yeah, it's pretty unrelenting in this section.
Oh, wait, now it's inverse streams to like flat out? Holy.
Oh my god. Yeah, this chart is no joke.
Oh yeah, it is an inverse map. No, just true. Okay. Oh well, I guess that my team is good and I am bad, and thank God for that because I don't have to play this.
Bruh, you're ET. You're all ET. Everyone who has played is ET. Shut up.
Fair enough. Well, either way, there's 3 people that like more AT than me in long notes that are gonna play this instead of me, and I am very thankful for that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but we'll be getting into our SV2 here. Oh boy.
Oh.
That's gonna be Chronon.
Oh wait, Chronon? I don't know this.
1.9
It's 1.9 BPM 60. Should I be worried?
This chart is funny. I don't know. I don't think it's like super hard technically, but it's like you're gonna need to practice it a bit.
Oh god.
Yeah, we used this in SOL1 as well, actually.
Holy hell.
And I believe it was even used maybe somewhere else before then. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, So OD 7.7 and HP 7.7. I like that. And it is 60 BPM, as is the theme with the clock.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and you can tell already.
Ugh.
Yeah, this chart is honestly, I don't know if it really reminds me of Fly from semis last year, but it's definitely in the same lane where it's like, you know, pretty slow and you just kind of gotta like, it's less about like there's like no physicality at all in this chart for anyone left at all.
I see.
Are you practicing it right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's actually 200 IQ. Bro, that's amazing. That's some good stuff. But yeah.
Oh, the quints are in such random places.
Oh, these snaps are fun.
Oh, these are 6. Oh my god.
That was a 12
that roll
right
is
there
dirty.
too.
Oh, this is. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I practiced this a lot when we used it in SOL1 to the point where I could like FC it, and it is ridiculously hard to FC this in my opinion. There's just like one place, like every time where I break, at like just somewhere random. It's like it's never even a consistent spot.
And the rhythms are so streaming around. This is gonna be a really tough nut to crack. Like, I'm gonna have to spend some time on this.
Yeah.
Oh god. So yeah, this seems difficult. Like the early rhythms seem to be kind of consistent. After sometimes like gave up. I'm just gonna have to play this and see.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be it for the actual main pool. But we'll be getting into our tiebreaker here, and I gotta say,
Okay.
I personally I like this tiebreaker a lot.
Our Coliseum term for us is.
Yep.
Okay.
It's by Sue Is My Waifu, and we did have to make some edits on this, which I actually made a couple of edits, and I believe Logan also did.
Oh, that's interesting.
So yeah.
What are the edits mostly about?
Just some pretty difficult bursts. I think we just changed up a little bit, and there's something else. Jeez, I can't even remember.
Okay.
My life's a blur. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. Logan mapped the whole LN section, so my bad.
Cool. So these are the edits, mostly like burst patterning and adding an LN section. That seems cool.
Yeah, a couple of the bursts had to be nerfed a little bit. I thought at least. Some of the bursts got like super tricky, and there was also like I don't. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong chart. I don't know. I was gonna say something else, but yeah, it doesn't matter. But right out of the intro, just have some 2 and 1 hand trills. Nothing at all here, basically, into some LN.
Yeah, just got into the intro. Nothing out of the ordinary for now. Does this have SV? No, right?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we've already started.
These LN snaps are... They're nothing like, you know, major.
These long rolls or something.
But yeah, I actually think that this is a pretty tricky chart. Like, I had quite a bit of trouble playing through this in some places. Like, I mean, you know, nothing like super major, but definitely no punches pulled. And this is probably going to be maybe even like a tiny bit harder than some of the final six.
These are these 6 or 8s?
There's a lot of maps in here. There's some 8s.
Oh yeah.
I think there are some 6s too.
Probably there's some 16s very easily. I'm just getting all the maps wrong because I don't use. Okay, anyway, the fast stuff go bar.
Yeah, right here I believe is where.
Oh my, what?
I think we made the nerfs on some of the bursts in this section. Yeah, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Coming up, there was one nasty burst right here that we had to change.
Oh. And there's some long jacks too.
Oh yeah, those snaps are tricky as hell.
Ooh.
And then you actually get a legitimate break here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and Logan also saying that he charted 1/9 streams on the hardest bursts.
Oh, it's about 260. I can't do math. Something fast.
They're like about 300.
Oh yeah,
That's
probably.
The bits. In the 1/9 bits, the streams
which is like,
probably like
rough.
roughly like I don't know, maybe like 290, 280, something. I don't know, I'm done. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Anyways, this is a bit of a rehash of the first build-up section right here.
Just building up to the what I believe is gonna be probably like second and final drop. Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, that verse is pretty tricky, but then you have this right here, nice jump trail into the LN section, which is super tricky.
Oh god, it's shooty as hell.
Yeah, this LN section,
and that's when it's not just full inverse. Ooh. Oh, these rolls are cheeky.
Yeah. Those LN releases too are just like right in the middle of all of this. Those are just like
oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
tricky. Andre is shredding this chart.
Oh yeah, definitely. What the hell? Tails amidst the break section, and these jacks are not free either.
Oh yeah, I'd say basically none of this chart is free except for like the very beginning build up, and then like even this part, the short LN.
Yeah, this part is just has a lot of short LNs. Yes.
Yeah, and then that's basically it. Have some chill notes to close it out. But yeah, we worked quite hard on this one, and I think that it turned out really well.
Oh yeah, it looks very good. This looks like a very good chart. Very well divided. Well, like between Rise and LN, just like it has two very distinct sections. I think this looks quite good.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely very hard. It's definitely representative of some of the stuff we're going to be seeing in finals.
That's a scary prospect.
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, thankfully, it's around. Like it fits a pretty good groove, like with its difficulty. I think that it works very well.
Yeah, I think too. Also, it's 4 minutes and 30, relatively short. That's interesting.
For a tiebreaker, yeah, it's not. I'd say that's not bad at all for a tiebreaker, but.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, that'll be it from us. I mean, unless you've got something else to say. I mean, I don't know.
I don't have much. I was just about to say, like, the matches this weekend are probably gonna be some of the most interesting we've had yet. Like, things are this is shaping up to be a very exciting tournament, and it is already being. And well, other than that, thank you guys for having me on commentary. Thank you, Lito, for being here.
Yeah, thank you for coming in here. And
yeah, I came in like midstream, but so okay.
Yeah,
so...
you came in here and I got a phone call like 4 minutes later. If you weren't here, I would have had to go take that, and there would have been no commentary.
Just perfectly timed. Just perfectly. So yeah, so right now, I think this is it for us. Thank you all for watching the 4-Digit Mania World Cup semifinal showcase. I'm Halo, I'm here with Lito, and we'll see you on the weekend. But for now, we're signing out. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Take